Oh, actually, no, just starting. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Looks like we have 15 people here so far. So thank you, everyone, for coming. We are going to get this set up. You guys obviously got a little bit of a preview about what we're going to be talking about today. My name is Billy, and this is Kelly. Definitely say hi if you're here. We're so excited. It looks like we got 4 comments already. We are so excited to show you. This is the first of 4 days of new products that Green Juju, the whole company's right here, that Green Juju is debuting, and so we're excited. So make sure if you're here now to come tomorrow as well, so we can show you, and then the next day and the next day, so we can show you all the awesome stuff that's coming. So obviously you saw a little bit of this in the beginning. So Kelly, let's talk about what this product is.
This is our new golden blend. So this blend features organic butternut squash, organic celery, duck bone broth, organic cauliflower, organic golden beets, organic coconut oil, organic apple cider vinegar, organic ginger, and organic turmeric.
And for those wondering, because our Just Greens and Bailey's blend are 3% net carbs, Kelly, what is the percent carbs in this new golden blend?
This is at 6.5% net carbs, which means that for somebody that's on a super strict cancer diet, you'd probably still stick with the greens. But for anybody else, this is a small portion of the diet, and it's going to be really beneficial to get these other nutrients in here. So it's still pretty low carb compared to most things.
Absolutely. And so the next thing we want to talk about is why. So for me personally, having come on and having some of these products in development and being able to work with you on these was a really cool experience for me personally. So why don't we go into the why this came about?
So back in the day, maybe some of you watching remember back when I was making this in Seattle and delivering it in my car and having you come pick it up in Ballard. I would make different seasonal blends throughout the year, like every 6 weeks in the summer. I would make different things with different ingredients that were available. And our red beet blend was super popular. People still talk about it. But I had so much fun using these different ingredients and making blends with different colors and, using what was in season. And it was mostly as I've gotten to learn more and more about the phytonutrients and the different benefits that more colors have. And as we made the freeze-dried whole food bites last year, the bison green and salmon blue and beef red, all that have different colors in them. I just really wanted to make a blend that emphasized these phytonutrients and the colors so that you're able to feed more variety to your pets, to your dogs, mostly for this one. So that is kind of that's what started this. There's also a study that we talk about a lot with our greens blends. It's a Purdue study in 2005 that was that found that when you feed dark leafy greens 3 times a week to a commercial diet, it reduced the risks of certain cancer by up to 90%. It also found that if you feed yellow and orange vegetables 3 times a week in the same manner, it can reduce a certain cancer up to 70%. So it's just another great reason that we wanted to add these different colored vegetables into the diet.
And that's a great point you make about health outcomes, because there is nothing you can feed that can guarantee a health outcome, but what we like is increasing the probability that you have good health outcomes, which is what you do through these healthy whole foods. So going into, how to use this and why. So obviously this is the third to our already great lineup of 2 other blends. So for those of you that use Green Juju, what a great thing to be able to rotate between this, not only for those antioxidant colors that we were talking about in terms of increasing the amount of different types of those antioxidants that go into your dog's diet, but also the different types of plants as well. So in terms of, you want to get more plant diversity into your dog's diet. So we want, especially for fiber, for the microbiome, we want to get more of those plants. So when using these products, you can obviously rotate between those, or if you just prefer a blend that focuses more on those, those golden antioxidants, you can also just use this as well. But we would love for you, to recommend that. So keep in mind that if you do have a sensitive dog, to start slowly with a product like this. And one of the things that I really enjoy about this product that actually Kelly pointed out to me before this, how many dogs out there do you know right now, or your dog is using pumpkin? So pumpkin, people use for fiber, and people use a lot for digestive health, and obviously there's some antioxidants that go with that as well. But that's really a single-use item, wherein if you add something like this, you'll get the same and actually better digestive results because of the fact that you're dealing with squash and celery and golden beets and cauliflower and all these things that are going to add a more diverse plant profile. So you'll get those benefits and more. So all of you pumpkin users out there, this is going to be an amazing product for you specifically.
So one of the things that, is that okay?
Yeah, you're good.
One of the things that differentiated our Just Greens and our Bailey's blend before was the protein, was the bone broth that we use in this. And so we use a duck bone broth in this blend. I'm a big fan of using novel proteins. So we were really excited to be able to get a great antibiotic, hormone-free source of duck bones so that we're able to use duck broth in this. And it's the third ingredient on the ingredient panel, so it's a good amount in there. It's a good energetically cooling protein, which means that it's going to be good for a lot of dogs and generally tolerated well.
Yeah, and another thing to highlight as well is the apple cider vinegar that we use in it, which I think is very complementary to a blend just like this, or this specific blend, because of the fact that you are dealing with plant products, and anytime your dog is going to eat something, there's going to be your blood sugar is going to rise to some degree. But the cool thing about apple cider vinegar is that it's something called acetic acid in it, which actually is good for normalizing that blood sugar. And so that will be, again, an advantage over using another type of product that doesn't contain that as well.
So when we did our original sample round, we did a test batch here in Seattle and had a group of about probably about 40 people try it and give us some great feedback. The things we heard the most were usually digestion related, I think. Improved digestion, and it sounded like it was a big hit, and we got a ton of positive feedback, so we're excited to finally have this out here in the open. Since this is, we don't have any fresh product for you, I wish we did, but it's still being made right now. But it has an orangish yellow color, obviously. And that color will change as you're using it, but that's just a natural part of real food. It's nothing to be concerned about. You just mix it up.
Yeah, not using preservatives is a good thing. And so we want this food to be real food. And part of the reason that food is healthy is because it's fresh, and it eventually it changes, right, as it sits, and that, in your refrigerator. And so that's really what makes this healthy. So if you see the top start to be a little bit different color, that's totally fine. And that shows that we're using those whole real foods. In fact, one of the people who was one of our testers that was actually feeding this outside and had a seed in the product that actually grew a plant. So that's how fresh these ingredients are. So we thought that was very interesting and very cool on that. So
these are going to be available in the 15 ounce and the 30 ounce. We'll be shipping them in the next 2 weeks, so they'll be popping up in your stores anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks.
And it looks like you guys are saying, or it looks like everyone's really excited, which is really cool, because we are equally excited to be able to make things like this and to be able to, help, your dogs out there. So if you guys have any questions, we might, answer a few questions here. Carol says, "Oh, beet blend tomorrow." Well, you'll have to tune in tomorrow to see exactly what we're talking about. And thank you, everyone, for saying hi. We appreciate that. And just as a reminder, don't forget to come back tomorrow. And you will be, if you're excited about this, I promise you'll be equally as excited as to what's happening tomorrow. So it looks like Kathy can't wait to try this for her dogs, and Julianne is very excited about it. So we just love seeing that. Shed Rescue says the packaging is beautiful. Can't wait to have it for her pack.
Wait. Would these all three? Why is that?
Where do you see that?
I don't know. You can move. Here we go. Would these all three be fine to blend into our meat source big batch style and refreeze? Yes, these are okay to refreeze.
And April's asking about the website.
They will eventually be available on the website after they get released and through distribution and into retailers.
Yeah, so eventually on the website. Can you repeat the ingredients? Do you want to?
Oh, sure.
Yep.
Organic butternut squash, organic celery, duck bone broth, organic cauliflower, organic golden beets, organic coconut oil, organic apple cider vinegar, organic ginger, and organic turmeric. So
I know I am very excited to try this at a future date with a future dog. So I'm glad you guys.
Do you recommend a rotation schedule?
Do we recommend a rotation schedule? I think that dogs are so personally themselves that, a lot of people just find what works for their dog. But for me, it's like the more rotation, the better, especially when it comes to, again, something like this with plants. And then also, are the expiration guidelines once fully thawed or just partially? So that should be fully thawed. After it's fully thawed is when the expiration on there. It's like Megan can't wait to get some for her crew. We love this kind of feedback, so thank you guys very much. And Kristen says, a powerhouse of nutrients. I agree. So I think this is going to be an amazing product. So with that...
Wait, hold on, stall for a minute.
Okay. So let me see if there's any other comments here. And just to let you guys know, we are actually in Seattle, Washington at Green Juju headquarters. So that is what you're seeing in the background there. Always great for me to be able to do that. Oh yeah, good idea. There you go. Okay, here, let's get up here. Rhonda says certain products with turmerics. Oh, stain her. I get it. Well, it isn't turmeric isn't the main proponent of it. So I think you'll be okay there. So here we do actually have a picture for you.
I definitely spilled a lot on myself in the test batch, and that was okay. So this is a photo. Will that focus?
Yeah, I think you're good.
Okay. Yep. So this is a photo from our test batch, so you can kind of see the color and consistency a little bit. And it looks, you can definitely see the golden beets and the cauliflower in there.
Who took that photo? It's an amazing photo. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know who took that
dude
photo,
up here with me. I don't know.
but it's awesome. So, so we'll give you one last look. Again, this is available now, right? Essentially, or soon.
In the next 2 to 4 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So available very, very soon. Ask your local independent retailer about carrying this golden blend, and want to encourage you guys again to come by tomorrow, and we will be debuting our second product of 4, so same time tomorrow, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, and we will see you then for the new product then. So
if you have more questions, just leave them in the comments and we'll go through and answer.
sounds good.
All right,
We'll see you
you
guys all tomorrow.